ये जो मिल्क है ये है कंट्री डिनाइट।
Hello and welcome everybody. I believe I'm audible to all. So here we are, and it's still 2 minutes to the actual time of class. The class should start at 8:30. So before that, I have certain things to inform to you, as I always do before the class, about certain benefits जो आपको मिल सकता है ये channel में. I have a website which is called slothskill.com. My name is Reshmi Mukherjee, as you already know. Any new uh, people over here, my name is Reshmi Mukherjee. Hi, and my website is slothskill.com. There you can find certain videos, certain written materials that will benefit you. Okay, question answers, explanation of the chapter you will find here, and you can join my Telegram channel, Sloth Skill Board Preparation Prep. Okay, so you can, if you have the Telegram app, you can go there and search this and you will get it. If you don't have it, you can still join through the link in the description box. वो दिया हुआ है, वहाँ पे क्लिक करने से you will be directed to this channel. Last but not the least, before we begin, I'll just like to remind you that अगर आपको, this is only thing, if you really like it, if you benefit from my videos, do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Good evening, Mrinal. Subscribe to the channel so that others can also follow it. Share it with your friends so that we all can improve our language skills, grammar skills. Today's video is something which is suitable for all class, meaning class 9, 10, 11, 12. It is transformation series, and what we are going to do today, for that we will move to the next page. As I told you, till the month of August there was a chance that you could thank you so much, Mrinal. And the thing that I was telling you, that till the month of August you received an opportunity that you could join my private tuitions, my private class. But now that is not available because of the crunch of time, and already many of them have already enrolled. Hello, Vishal and Devujyoti. So now what you can do is you can share your question papers. You see today's video also, it is subscribers choice. What is that? That is, you can share your own question papers. If you sometimes we have certain papers which we do not have the solution to. Okay, we don't know whether the answers are correct or not correct. Those you can share it to me. Where will you send it? You have to send it. See, below this you have a email ID written. That is my email ID, my personal ID. You have to share this question paper to this email ID, not the Telegram channel. Mrinal, see, Reshmi Mukherjee 24 at gmail.com. You have to mail it over here. Okay, you have to mail it here. The only thing that is important, this is free of cost, everything is free of cost, but the only thing you have to take care is the picture should be clear. Some of the videos, one of you, the last class was asking me, I could not find, first of all, I could not find your video, find your PDF in your mail, and maybe there is some problem and your PDF has not been delivered to me. And second, there are some whose pictures are not clear. If your PDF is not clear, there are unclear pictures, then it becomes difficult. Either send scanned pictures so that it is completely clear, or clear pictures. Okay, use your flash to click the picture so that clear pictures come, because otherwise we cannot discuss it here and it becomes difficult for all of you to understand. So we will discuss directly from the paper. I'm not going to write down the questions, so it is important that the questions are clearly visible. Okay, so now we will move to our questions. In the last class I told you, there's a dog barking. In the last class I told you that we have a portion. Remember this part? Yesterday in the last class, I think Thursday's class, we were discussing, there was a slight doubt whether here that sun part we can use solar instead of sun energy, whether we could use solar energy. Yes, you can use that. Okay, you can use solar energy also, although it is another synonym. Sun energy, solar energy, both are perfect, no problem with it. You can use sun energy here because already the word sun is here. You can use solar because it is another synonym for sun, and even that will be applicable over here. It is not wrong. Okay, solar energy is also correct. So 150 doubt is clarified. Now we will start from 151. Two sentences only are left from here. After we have finished these two, we will move to the next page. And if possible, there is one more page. I don't think we can finish both the pages. Good evening, Mayank. I don't think that we can finish these two as well as the other two pages. We will require one more class, and then there are other sets of papers that we will solve. Okay, and keep sending me your papers so that we can discuss more questions and we can clear our doubts. Okay, so now let's come to 151. As I always tell you when we are solving this paper in particular, this is not MCQ. You are going to write down the complete answer here in the chat box. So start writing. It is 151 for today. Okay, 151. What are we seeing over here? We are starting today, which is Sunday, from 151. And those of you who have joined today, all these are already there in the playlist, the previous ones. Okay, till 150 we have them in the playlist, so you can. Mrinal, no problem. Today we cannot solve. No, you can just send it. Okay, just send it, come back, or you send me the question paper after the class. Okay, it will be a 1 hour class. After you have finished solving, you can send. Okay, the problem, because you will take some time in sharing the PDF. No, it has to be mailed, so you can wait. After the class is over, you send it. Okay, by 9:30 it will be over. Okay, the problem of industrial noise is that too few people care. Okay, the problem of industrial noise is that too few people care. Now you have to start it with what? Industrial. Mayank has written industrial noise problem is what few people care. Acha, Mayank, you have to change your answer a little bit. I'll just highlight the beginning only. I will not tell you. See, two. This word is there. So instead of two, we can write something. Instead of two, we cannot write to wash. You can use that word also. You can use some other word also. But something has to be written instead of two. Change your answer a little bit and write again. The problem of industrial noise is that too few people care. Others, please just read it and answer it. There can be more than one kind of answer. Okay, Mayank, very few is alright. Others, start writing. See, it is not just Mayank's answer can be the only one. There are number of answers which is possible. Just like number 150, okay, there was a doubt among your friends. They told me that solar energy क्यों नहीं लिख सकते. I searched for it and it is possible. So there can be more than one answer. So you all write your own answers. You can also be correct. Don't think what ma'am is saying or what the other child is saying. वही answer इकलौता answer होगा. Okay. Problem of industrial noise is that too few people care. Mayank, you can write it in another way. Industrial noise is a problem about which too few people care. You can write that also. Others? Others, start typing your answers. Why can't I see other answers? Other answers. Start typing. Don't read what the other person is writing. You write your own answer. Okay? Then you will not waste much time and I can see and check more answers. We will move to number 152. I decided to disturb. Industrial noise problem is scared by a very few people. Is scared by a very few. No, is scared by a very few people is incorrect. Is what very few people care. Or you can write the industrial noise is the problem of which very few people care. Okay. Next we will move to number 152. In 152 what do we see? I decided to disturb him no more because he was very tired. I decided to disturb him no more because he was very tired. You have to start the sentence with I decided against. Against matlab something else. Okay. Mayank is writing, I decided against disturbing him no longer because he was very tired. I decided against to disturb. No. Mayank, second one or the first one? Second one, I think there is more error. First one, there is only one error. Try to find it out. I can tell you that it is from the second part. First part, I decided against disturbing him. This part is correct. Next part, there is some mistake in the next part. Yes. No more. No. No longer. You are saying no more. No. Others. Let me see other answers. What happened? Why so few answers? What happened? I can bring a very simple paper that will not help you. No. That's why you have to try this a bit. Think a little bit. Try to answer, and then you can. You see, you can maximum. We will solve 15 sentences. Okay. So just try answering them. I decided against the against to not disturb. Here there is a mistake, Mrinal, because he was upset. No, this to disturb is incorrect, Mayank. I decided against to not, Mrinal, this part is wrong, to not disturb him. I will tell you. See, I decided against. Matlab, nahi karenge already is written. So this is negative, that is minus. Okay. Now if you again add another word which is negative or minus, then what happens according to mathematics? If you have minus and minus, it becomes positive, right? That means you want to disturb him. Is it so? That is not true, right? You don't want to disturb that person any longer. So how will I write it? If I see Mayank's answer, you see I decided against. That means I decided not to disturb him no longer. That means negative, negative. So it is becoming that I want to disturb him, right? So how we will write? I decided against disturbing him any longer because he was very tired. No will become I decided against not disturbing. See, again, I don't know your name, but P, it is written as P. Decided against मतलब ही है कि नहीं करेंगे. Already not is mentioned in the word against. So फिर से not लिखना जरूरी नहीं है. Okay. So I decided against disturbing him any longer as he was very tired. So your answer, you have to remove that word not, and Mayank's answer, you have to remove the word no longer to any longer. And Mrinal, you have to change this part. I decided against disturbing him because disturbing him anymore because he was very tired. Okay. 3 of you had answered. I believe I have checked all of your answers. You have pointed out your doubts and corrected them. See, if you think you have some ओके टू के साथ वर्ब का फर्स्ट फॉर्म आता है यस टू के साथ वर्ब फॉर्म आता है फर्स्ट फॉर्म फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई वॉन्ट टू वॉक इन द पार्क व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन साइनिक डॉकी एंड मेटोनिमी अच्छा मृणाल साइनिक डॉकी एंड मेटोनिमी इज नॉट हियर बट स्टिल आई विल टेल यू साइनिक डॉकी एंड मेटोनिमी दोनों ही फिगर ऑफ स्पीच है जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल आई गिव यू अच्छा एक पोएम था ना आई डोंट नो वेदर यू आर क्लास 10 और क्लास 12 देयर इज अ पोएम कॉल्ड हार्ट ऑफ द ट्री okay in class 10 or class 9 okay we do that in class 9 or class 10 now that it is divided I forgot but heart of the tree is a poem there okay in that treasure trove book over there you will see we are talking about first poem yes Mayank so in that poem you will see we are talking about unborn eyes okay if you can understand unborn eyes okay for class 9 so unborn eyes matlab are we talking about only eyes no we are talking about the next generation आने वाला मतलब जो बच्चे हैं जो next generation है उनके बारे में बोल रहे हैं that means we are using a part of the body to identify the whole person okay okay so that means for the next generation we want to point out the whole person but we are saying what only we are using only one part of his body eyes so if So you talk about a part to identify the whole of it, to write about, to mean the whole. Okay, sap. We are not writing the plant, but we are writing sap. Sap is a part of the plant only or the tree only. But instead of writing, we should save trees. I'm saying we should save the sap. That means ultimately sap means trees only. We are using a part of the tree to identify the whole tree, to write about the whole tree. So that refers to synecdoche and metonymy. Now what is the difference? Both means part for the whole. Okay, but what is the figure of speech? Yes, of course, figure of all kinds of figure of speech can come in the board and board exam. Very important, whether you are in class 10, 9, 11, 12, whichever class. Okay, whether you are CBSE, ICSE, all. One more thing, from the time they have included heart of the tree, this question is also coming. Okay, synecdoche and metonymy. So now what is, now आप ऐसे पूछोगे कि तो फिर difference क्या है, दोनों figure of speech क्यों है ना? मतलब both are saying that it is a part. One second, stitch with fun, just a second, I'll just explain this and come to see. If you, even if you are in 11 and 12, this will help you. So another thing is, now part for the whole. Now we are talking about small part of the body for the whole. Now what is the difference? Why are we suddenly telling metonymy and synecdoche, two different figure of speech name? Why? Because one refers to the main body part. For example, if I say the pen is writing the transformation exercise, pen is not writing, I am writing. But instead of saying that I am writing, I say the pen is writing. That is not my own body part, right? So in that case, that is metonymy. And what is synecdoche? That means when you are talking about your own body part. Okay? So just that is the difference. One is the own body part and another one is the, what should I say? It's not your own body part, but a part. The pen is writing the exam. Okay? So I believe that is clear. Good evening, Raj. We have come to 153. Okay, 153, what do we see over here? As soon as he completed one assignment, he was given another one. So as soon as he has finished one assignment, he gets another one. You have to begin the sentence. Okay, you have to begin the sentence with hardly had. Very easy. Many a times I have told you how to write. So I believe nobody will make a mistake over here. Hardly ke saath what you have to use, you can write for sure. Tell me. I should see all answers are correct. Many a times we have discussed this. What happened, Mrinal? Not clear still? Tell me if it is not clear. Okay. Hardly had he completed one assignment when he was given another one. Acha, it is clear. So hardly had he completed one assignment when he was given another one. Stitch with fun, perfect. Then Mayank, hardly had he completed one assignment, then he was given another one. Hardly had he completed his assignment. Raj completed his assignment is incorrect. Completed one assignment, one assignment. He was given when he was given another one. Mayank, then is incorrect, no? When. With hardly you get when. Okay, and Raj, we will have to use hardly had he completed his one assignment when he was given another one. Okay, then Saksham is writing hardly had he completed one assignment when he was given another one. Perfect. Vishal, hardly had he completed one assignment when he was given another one. Perfect. Mayank, with hardly we use when. Okay. I have already, Abhay Dubey, I think. Abhay, I have already told you that literature based MCQs and MCQ based questions are already there and we will discuss them, but everything is not going to come in the form of MCQ, right? So as you know, if you have seen your question paper, your sample paper given by the board, you will see everything is not going to come in MCQ. So it is important we solve some questions which is not an MCQ. For MCQ, you still have a lot of videos. You can follow that. Okay. Mrinal is writing. Hardly had he completed one assignment when he was given another one. Alright, next let's move to 154. Most people in India do not speak English. Write an affirmative sentence. Affirmative sentence matlab positive sentence. Okay. See, I told you already, this is subscriber choice paper. Somebody has sent this paper and I wanted to solve them for everybody. Okay. If you think this is not something you want to do, then you can see some other video, no problem. But this is others tell me, don't you think that this exercise is very good one? Okay. Not very easy, not very difficult, somewhere in between. So it is important we discuss it. Maybe it is not in the form of MCQ. So what? We can discuss it, right? I think and others can tell me whether it is beneficial or not, right? The level of the question is great. Yes, that is what I'm saying. I have been seeing a lot of question papers from different states, but this is a paper which is very good, something that it is a standard paper for both class 10 and 12. Okay. So we will not use any comma in hardly and no Saksham, no comma. Okay. Very few people in India speak English. Very few people in India speak. Acha, who has written this? 1 second. Mrinal has written. Very few people in India speak English. Very few people in India speak. Saksham, Stitch with Fun, Mrinal, Mayank. Mistake. What mistake? Write an affirmative sentence. Acha, very few. No, correct. Very good. I thought negative. No, affirmative. All correct. Most people in India speak other languages than English, or most people in India speak other languages but English. Okay. Very few people in India speak in English. Okay. Very good. Tomorrow, so it's revision for me. Tomorrow exam. Okay. 155. Let's move to 155. No sooner did these words escape his lips than he gave up his breath. Okay. The moment. Speak or speaks. Most people in India. Most people, no? So speak, not speaks. Okay. Because most people matlab kya hai? Ki most of them, not singular, plural. So with plural we use what? Speak. Saksham, very few people in India speak English. Okay. No sooner did these words escape his lips than he gave up his breath. The moment, Saksham, remove that when word. Okay. The moment these words escaped his lips, comma, he gave up his breath. Only mistake is the moment when, this part. Only write the moment these words escaped his lips. Okay. The moment the words for Mrinal, only one mistake, that is the moment the words instead of the words. See, these is given, so write these. The moment these words escaped his lips. Raj also, the moment these words escaped his lips, he gave up his breath. Everything is correct, but Raj and Mrinal, the will be changed to, or his words, the words will change to these words. Mayank, same thing. The moment these words escaped his lips, and when, don't have to write when over there. Okay. The moment these words escaped his lips, comma, he gave up his breath. Okay. The moment these words escaped, Stitch with Fun. See, it is written in which tense? Past, no? Did escape is what tense? Past tense. So the moment these words escaped, P-E-D, his lips, he gave up his breath. Okay, Vishal and Stitch with Fun, both same mistake. Escaped. See, did, we use the word did when? In the past tense, no? So it is given in the past tense. So the moment these words escaped, here we will change it to past tense. Escaped his lips, comma, he gave up his breath. Okay. Next we will move to as soon as I stepped out of my house, it began to rain heavily. This one everybody can write. Scarcely had. It's just like no sooner. Can I use when in? No, Mayank, when will not come in this question. Okay. With hardly you can use when in the middle. Okay. But here you don't require it. Just a comma is enough. Mrinal is writing, Saksham has written first. Scarcely had I stepped out of my house When it began to rain heavily. Perfect. Mrinal, when scarcely I stepped out of my house when it began to rain heavily. Very good. Mrinal and Saksham both correct. Next, anybody else? Any answer? Any other answer? Stitch with one. Scarcely had I stepped out of my house when it began to rain heavily. Correct. Okay. Let's move to the next one. I will cancel the agreement, but sorry, one second. Just scarcely had I stepped out of my house, comma. No, scarcely had I stepped out of my house when. Now, Raj, here you have missed that word when in the middle, no? Scarcely had I stepped out of my house when it started raining heavily. Even to rain is also okay. Okay, no problem. This part is fine. Raj, you can do that change. Okay, you can keep it same. To rain heavily is also perfect. But scarcely had I stepped out of my house when it started to rain. When word you have to include. Okay. Next, I will cancel the agreement but not agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. You have to begin the sentence with what? I would rather. Okay. I would rather. I will cancel the agreement but not agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. What happened, Mrinal? It's raining in your place. Deepti is writing, I would rather cancel the agreements than agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. I would rather cancel the agreement than agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. Mayank is writing, I would rather cancel agreement than agree to such. Deepti, your answer is correct. Than agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. Agree to such. Okay. Agree to together it means accept. Mayank, Acha, Raj has written. Sorry, Dipti has written agreement. I would rather cancel the agreement. Yes, agreement, correct. And Raj has written, I would rather cancel the agreement than agreeing such. No, agree to. Why are you changing it to agreeing? Leave it as agree to, no? No problem. I would rather cancel the agreement than agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. Mayank Shaw has written, I would rather cancel the agreement than agree to, not to agree. Agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. The cancel agreement instead of agreeing, instead spelling is incorrect, instead of agreeing to such humiliating terms and conditions. Okay, that is also correct, you can say. Okay, next, let's move to the next one. He loved her so much that he even changed his religion for his sake. Okay, so much. Mrinal, I would rather cancel the agreement than agree to such humiliating terms and conditions. Mrinal, perfect. Next, tell me, he loved her so much that he even changed his religion for her sake. Here I will give you one hint. Be careful with his and her, this part. Okay. Here you can make a mistake. Just understand and accordingly write. So much for her. No, Mayank, change it. There is some mistake. You can understand yourself. See, so much for her has changed his religion for her sake. There is some mistake. Mistake, sorry, not mistake. Okay. So Raj is saying so much he loved her that he even changed his religion for her sake. So much he loved her that he even so much for her, so much love for her can change his. Mayank Kumar, there is a mistake. So much he loved her that he even changed his religion for his sake. Seema Sengar, you are correct. Raj, so much he loved her that he even changed his religion for her sake. Raj, correct. Mayank, there is a mistake. So much was her love for her. Was his love for her. Okay. So much was his love for her that he changed his religion for her sake. Okay. If you are using so, you also have to use that in the other side. Okay. Anya from class 9. Okay. Anya. A tree is known by its fruit. So much love changed religion for her sake. Stitch with fun. There is a mistake. So much love. Whose love? For whom? So much love is not being able to clarify whether the boy loved the girl or the girl loved the boy. Okay, so much was, see, it is in past tense, so we can easily write so much was his love for her sake that he even changed religion for her sake. This much we can keep unchanged. So much was his love for her that he even changed his religion for her sake. Okay, Mayank, clear? So much was his love for her that he even, this part will remain unchanged. Okay, this part. So much was his love for her that he even changed his religion for her sake. Okay. Then Anya is writing, a tree is known by its fruit. This one. As the, what have you written? As the tree is known. Then Anya, it is incomplete answer, no? As the tree is known by its fruit, क्योंकि वो जो पेड़ है उसको फ्रूट से जाने जाते हैं. अब फिर क्या लिखेंगे इसके बाद? और तो कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन दिया नहीं है यहाँ पे. Mrinal is writing, so much his love for her. No, so much was his love for her that he changed his religion for her sake. Was word include करो क्योंकि loved है ना यहाँ पे past tense. So was include करो. Okay, Mrinal. Okay. So a tree is known by, this is very easy. A tree is known by its fruit. This is very easy. Just think. Answer of 158. अच्छा. See, so much already दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे, right? Now see, it is very simple. So much was क्यों लिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे? past है इसीलिए. Okay? So much was. Now किसकी love, किसका प्यार के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं? लड़के का. तो so much was his love for her. Okay? So much was his love for her that he even changed his religion for her sake. This part will remain unchanged. Okay? Saksham, clear? Others clear? Was my answer correct? I was disconnected. Mrinal, where is your answer? So, was word missing here, Mrinal? So much was his love for her sake. For her. Okay? Only was word include करना है वहाँ पे. अच्छा, फिर Mayank is writing, no, Raj has already written, oh, as the tree fruits, it is known accordingly. No, there is a mistake. Mayank, as the fruit is, the tree will be known. So, there is a mistake. As the fruitful, as the is fruitful is known by its fruit. There is a mistake, Anya. As it is true that a tree is known by its fruit, there is a mistake. Okay, I will say. See, very simple. As, see, जब as से आंसर स्टार्ट करना है, मतलब इसके टू पार्ट्स होंगे. मतलब as I am sick, I am not going to school. टू पार्ट्स है ना? As I am sick, one part. Not going to school is another part. Rashmita is writing, as the tree known by its fruit. Incomplete answer. No, listen. As से two parts होना चाहिए answer. First listen. Okay. Somebody else has also tried. Lakshmi has also tried. Listen. Incorrect. See, as से जब start करेंगे answer, it has two parts. It has to have two parts. As I am sick, I am not going to school. Two parts. Now here, what can be the two parts? A tree is known by its fruit. मतलब tree जैसा है वैसा ही fruit होगा. As the tree is, the fruit will be, or its fruit will be. As the tree is, its fruit will be. जैसा, sorry, as the fruit is, the tree will be. Right? वैसा ही तो बोला जा रहा है. A tree is known by its fruit. जैसा फल होगा, फल से पहचाना जा सकता है कि अच्छा ये वाला एप्पल ट्री है. Okay, as the fruit is, the tree will be. Okay, जैसा fruit होगा वैसा ही tree होगा. Right? If you, maybe you don't know how an apple tree looks, how a mango tree looks, what are the kinds of leaves it has, right? But if you see the fruit, you can immediately say, no, अच्छा ये तो apple का पेड़ है, right? ये तो mango पेड़ है. Understood? As the fruit is, a tree will be. Clear or not clear? Tell me. This one, there was a doubt. I'm circling it. Just tell me if 159 is clear to all. Correct. In the form of proverbs. As the fruit is, the tree will be. A tree is known by its fruit. See, a tree is known by its fruit. Tree को tree से नहीं पहनाया जाता. ठीक है, मतलब पहचानी नहीं जाती है. ओके, फ्रूट से यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई द ट्री. So first you write the fruit. Okay, as the fruit is, a tree will be. ओके मयंक स्लाइट मिस्टेक, फ्रूट को आगे नहीं बैठाना है, फ्रूट को आगे बैठाना है, ट्री को नहीं. ओके एज द फ्रूट इज द ट्री विल, in form of proverbs. Crystal clear. Okay, okay, very good. Next we are moving to 160. Very big sentence, but it is very easy. See, this one is such a small sentence, but it was slightly difficult. But see, 160 is such a huge sentence, but very simple. He claimed to have heard some voices that are beyond human explanation or understanding. Okay, now he claimed to have heard some dash voices. First read the whole sentence from he to here, बियॉन्ड एक्सप्लेनेशन और अंडरस्टैंडिंग. इतना तक पूरा फर्स्ट रीड करो, फिर बताओ कि ये जो डैश है, यहाँ पे जो गैप दिया हुआ है, ये वॉइस को हाउ कैन वी एक्सप्लेन द वॉइस बियॉन्ड ह्यूमन एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ और अंडरस्टैंडिंग. ये कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, कौन सा वर्ड यूज करेंगे इसके लिए. ओनली द वर्ड यू हैव टू राइट. ओके, नॉट द फुल सेंटेंस, ओनली द वर्ड. कौन सा वर्ड यूज कर सकते हैं. जैसे लास्ट क्लास में वी वर डिस्कसिंग नो कि इसका नाउन फॉर्म क्या होगा, उसका वर्ब फॉर्म क्या होगा, एडवर्ब फॉर्म क्या होगा, वैसा वाला आंसर है. वन वर्ड. श्रूड. श्रूड का मतलब क्या है मृणाल, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ श्रूड. Shrewd matlab somebody who has a kind of what should I say, who is able to make good decisions and very wise and cunning. Beyond human explanation और understanding को कैसे explain कर सकते हैं. He claimed to have heard some supernatural voices. Very good Saksham. Supernatural voices. Perfect. Supernatural बोल सकते हैं नहीं. Supernatural हो तो we cannot explain that. Can you explain? अच्छा यहाँ पे ghostly आवाजें आ रहे हैं. Okay, some unheard voices. Unheard voices, claim to have heard some unheard voices. Supernatural would be better. See, Raj, you only think, see, unexplained voices or see, अगर unexplained लिखे तो ununderstandable भी तो हो सकता है. Paranormal, this is better. Mayank, you can write paranormal voices. You can write supernatural voices like Saksham has written. Stitch with Fun has also written, I think, supernatural. Raj, unheard is slightly kind of have heard some unheard voices. जो सुनाई नहीं देता ऐसा correct है, लेकिन better would be paranormal or supernatural. Okay. Next, 161. Any other words in 160? Tell me if there is any other word. Unnatural, Mayank, वो भी चलेगा. Some unnatural voices वो भी चलेगा. Okay. Next 161. बताओ. I will not go unless you sign the document. What will you have to write the sentence with? I will go if you sign the document. Deepthi is writing. I will go once you sign the document. I will not go unless you sign the document. I will go if you sign the document. Deepthi correct. I will go once you sign the document. Raj correct. I will go only when you sign the document. Anya correct. I will go if you sign the document. Correct. Very good. So 161, everybody, almost everybody has written correctly. Mayank Shaw has also written, I will go only if you sign the document. Very good. Very easy. 162, if it had not been for his timely help, I would have drowned. रिमेम्बर वो लास्ट दिन एक सेंटेंस किए थे ना हम लोग, जहाँ पे बहुत सारा स्टिच विथ फन इज राइटिंग आई विल गो व्हेन यू साइन द डॉक्यूमेंट. ओके, ओनली व्हेन वुड बी बेटर. ओके, स्टिच विथ फन इफ यू कैन राइट और ओनली व्हेन यू साइन द डॉक्यूमेंट. अनलेस मतलब ऐसी बात है कि नहीं करेंगे तो कभी नहीं जाएंगे, ऐसा वाला लिखना है. ओके, सो ओनली व्हेन यू साइन द डॉक्यूमेंट वुड बी बेटर. ओनली इफ यू साइन द डॉक्यूमेंट, ओनली व्हेन यू साइन द डॉक्यूमेंट, टू एम्फसाइज ऑन द सिचुएशन. बट सेंटेंस मतलब 162 का जो सेंटेंस है, दिस वन यू रिमेंबर लास्ट क्लास वी वर डूइंग ना, सेव फॉर, बट फॉर. ओके, ऑल दीज सेंटेंसेस आर सेम काइंड ऑफ सेंटेंसेस. But for his timely help, I would have been drowned. I would have. Achha, suddenly why been, Mayank Shaw? Why suddenly been you have added? कोई और आके मुझे डुबा दिया पानी में तो that is a you would have written it in the passive form, no, been could have been used. But I was myself drowning, nobody was forcing me to drown, no, I did not know swimming, I was drowning. So active में लिखेंगे I would have drowned, but for his timely help I would have drowned. मृणाल, but for his timely help, सडनली मृणाल को क्या हुआ, विल क्यों कहाँ से आ गया, वुड है ना, वुड ही रखने दो वहां पे, वुड हैव ड्राउंड, बट फॉर हिज टाइमली हेल्प आई वुड हैव ड्राउंड. Had not been, कहाँ है, no, this is the first part of the sentence, no, for that, if it had not been for his timely help, for this you are writing but for his timely help, right? For you are using but word for this whole thing. For this whole thing you are using only but. Rest see, but for his timely help. This much is done. Now rest of it, let us not change anything. I would have drowned. Understood? But word is what we are using for the whole thing if it had not been. But for his timely help, I would have drowned. Stitch with fun, correct? But it was there to help him. I was not drowned. No, Raj. Raj, remember these two sentences or write it somewhere. But for, save for, मतलब और notwithstanding, ये word ऐसे use किए जाते हैं कि अगर ये नहीं होता तो वो हो जाता. Okay, remember it like this. If you know Hindi, I'm telling it in Hindi. If you want me to tell it in Bengali, I can tell that way also. Okay, so I know only these three languages. So but for, save for, these sentences, these words mean that instead of this, it is used like that. So but for his timely help I would have drowned. Okay, Raj, next, so others are correct. Next sentence is what, she was so excited that Mrinal is Bengali. Okay, she was so excited that she could not even breathe. She was so excited that she could not even breathe. Use to instead of so. This is very easy. Many of you, I think you have written. Let me see. She was too excited to even breathe. Correct. She was too excited to even is there. To even को use करो. Mayank, Mayank first में जो लिखा है वही correct है. Deepti is writing she was too excited to even breathe. Correct. She was too excited to even breathe. Correct. Breathe, B-R-E-T-H-E. Saksham, she was too excited to even breathe. Very good. All are correct. 163, I think. Easiest है. She was too excited to even breathe. Next, she was too excited that she could not even... No. टू के साथ क्या लिखते हैं? TOO के साथ TO2 यूज करते हैं और so के साथ that यूज करते हैं. She was so excited that she could not even breathe. She was too excited to even breathe. Okay. She was too excited. दोनों साइड TOO हो गया विशाल. Okay. सेकेंड वाला TO2 होगा. Yes, correct. She was too excited to breathe. She was too excited to even breathe. That will be the correct answer. Okay, Raj. Next, see, we have come to 164. The ancient Romans, it is said, let me read it. The ancient Romans probably invented sales by auction. Okay, the ancient Romans probably invented sales by auction. It is, Mayank, remember this kind of a sentence we did in the last class also. Probably word is already there. So it is, you can change that said word to something. You can change your answer and try on once more. Deepti, what are you writing? Ancient Romans? What is auction? Auction matlab we have that kind of Mrinal, you know Bengali, right? Nilam, do you know? There is a word Nilam. There is a shop where you can sell your old products. Maybe very old, maybe you have a ring from before the time of independence. Okay, that becomes costly because of the time, or maybe because because it has some historic value. Maybe that ring was given to you by some king. Okay, maybe Aurangzeb. Okay, it came to your family through him. So those things are sold in those auction house. It is probably, Deepti, probable. It is probable that the ancient Romans invented sales by auction. Okay, Stitch with Fun, it is an auction that invented the, no, auction कैसे invent किया? अच्छा, it is probable that the ancient Romans invented sales by auction. Assumed, no, Saksham, why to use assumed? Probably is there, no, उसी को change करते हैं. It is probable that the ancient Romans invented sales by auction. It is possible, Vishal, not possible, probable. Probably is there, so let us change this word only because it is possible. Okay, it is probable. अब जो भी है वही लिख दो. It is probable what, that the ancient Romans invented, rest will be same. That the ancient Romans invented sales by auction. Mrina, slight mistake, maybe typing error. Okay. In the Chinese statue, auction is there, correct. Chinese statue maybe was जो small size का, there was a statue and it was auctioned because of its value. So because of the value of the pedestal, remember that base, a lot of money that boy received. Okay, next we will move to the next one. 165 and 166 are the last two from this page. It is largely on his advice that I decided to meet the minister. It is largely on his advice that I decided to meet the minister. If is. Acha, here there is a small mistake. When I was reading, I found it out. I did not change it here. It is largely on his advice that I decided to meet the minister. Just start the sentence with if, okay? Don't have to see this word. Remove this from here. What happened? Raj got scared. If it was not for his advice, I wouldn't have met advanced happy children's day to all. Okay, Deepthi is writing, if it was not for his advice, I wouldn't have met the minister. If I decided, okay Deepthi, if it was not for his advice, I wouldn't have met the minister. So even if I leave this as it, you can write it, correct? Even if I remove is and just place T over here, if it, do it like this, if it. Mayank, change once more. Instead of is, write it, okay? And then frame. Deepthi has written, if it was not for his advice, I wouldn't have met the minister. Correct. Any other answer, Mayank? If I decided to meet the minister, it is largely on his advice. That way your answer is correct. But if I tell you to write it with if it, then what will be the answer? Others, what happened? Very difficult this one is. Is it lagging? Just tell me if there is any problem, any issue with the network or something. I can see a lot of unable to understand. Acha. Voices, everything is clear, no? Too difficult to solve. Acha. If it was not for his advice, I would not have decided to meet the minister. Acha, I will explain it. Then this is difficult, then I'm circling it. You can write it down. Okay, first listen how to solve it. It is largely on his advice. मतलब जैसे for example, Mrinal has advised me that ma'am transformation यही book से करवाइए ताकि we find it easy. Okay, first, acha, I'll take the example of Raj. He finds it most difficult, impossible in this birth. Okay, Raj is telling me, ma'am, I am advising you, please don't solve such difficult exercises here. It is very difficult. So this is his advice. Okay. And because of his advice, I decided to do something. Okay. That means if I have to start the sentence with if it, how will I write? If it was not for Raj's advice, okay, I would have decided not to solve the, okay, I would have decided to solve the transformation exercise. मतलब फर्स्ट पार्ट में क्या लिखना है कि राज का एडवाइस क्या था. If it was not largely on his advice, okay, if it was not largely for his advice, see, okay? If it was not largely for his advice, Mrinal, one largely word you add. If it was not largely for his advice, comma, I would not have decided to meet the minister. Advice नहीं किया होता तो क्या करते? मिनिस्टर से नहीं मिलते. That I decided to meet the minister. मिनिस्टर को नहीं मिलते, right? So same way, अगर राज ने मुझे नहीं, if Raj did not tell me, ma'am, do not solve this transformation exercise, so what would I have done? I would have solved this only. So if it was not for Raj's advice, comma, I would have decided to keep solving such difficult transformations. Okay, अगर राज ने मना नहीं किया होता तो मैं यही ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करवाते ही जाती. This much is clear. Now tell me. If it is not clear, tell me. I'll discuss this once more. Raj, Stitch with Fun. Then Mayank Shaw has written too difficult to solve. Tell me now if it is clear. Crystal clear. Okay. Next, 160. If it was not largely on his advice, I would not have decided to meet. MEET, meet, Minal, means we have to convert both part of sentences to negative to restore the meaning, depending on the sentence. Okay. मतलब नहीं किया, advice नहीं किया होता तो क्या होता? See, if it is largely on his advice that I decided, उसने advice किया तो मैंने meet किया. Okay. So अगर उसने advice नहीं किया होता, if it was not for his advice, what would have I done? I would have decided not to meet the minister. Depending on the sentence, it's not that इस side negative हुआ तो उस side भी negative हुआ. Okay. I don't think this well has much water in it. Clear? No clear or not clear? Which one is this? No problem. Okay, I think this well has less water in it. Achha, I don't think this well has much water in it. So we are doing 166. 165 का problem solve हो गया. 166. I don't think this well has much water in it. We have to begin. I think this well has less water in it. Much water, ज़्यादा पानी नहीं है. ज़्यादा पानी नहीं है. Has less water in it. You can say, I think this well does not have enough water in it. Dipti, correct. I think that this well does not have much water in it. Very good. I think this well doesn't have much water in it. Correct. Stitch with Fun, I cannot get it. What you are saying, not clear or no clear, what you are trying to say. Do you want me to explain 165 again? Acha, not clear. Okay. See, I will take your example. For others it is clear. I will take just 2 more minutes, then we will move to the next page. Okay. Just wait. Give me a moment to explain it to Stitch with Fun. See, I'll take your example. You told me that ma'am, आज school नहीं जाना है. Okay, I was taking you to school. You told me, ma'am, आज school नहीं जाना है. Okay, so you are advising me that I should not take you to school. Okay, you are advising me that I should not take you to school. So if I have to begin the sentence with if it, okay, आपने मुझे बोल दिया कि मैम मुझे स्कूल आज नहीं जाना है, and I said okay fine, don't have to. So begin कैसे करेंगे? If it had not been for your request, okay, I would have taken you to school. Okay, 165 only I am explaining. Stitch with Fun. Okay, if अगर आपने नहीं बताया होता, रिक्वेस्ट नहीं किया होता कि मैम I don't want to go to school today, what would I have done? I would have taken you to school. So if it was not for your request of not going to school, I would have taken you there. Now clear? So it is largely on his advice that I decided to meet the minister. So उसने advise क्या किया, वो जो एक है, it is largely on this person. Okay, इसने क्या advise किया, his advice, what was his advice, कि meet the minister. Okay, उसने advice किया, इसीलिए I met him. Right, so if it was not for his advice, अगर उसने मुझे advice नहीं किया होता तो what would I have done, meet नहीं किए होते, I would say that no, I don't want to meet the minister. Now clear? Now tell me. Clear? Okay. Next we will move to page number 55 and we will solve, I think around 3 we can solve at least. Can I send you the sample paper to solve it on live? Raj, sample paper, yes you can send, but I think it is already there with me and you already have the explanation. Okay, MCQ explanation is already there. Okay, you can send me, okay, you send me which one you want, just send me once again, I'll check. Okay, you are most welcome. 167, let's solve the first two. Still there is 7 minutes time. The house is small but mislike the benefit of the second person on behalf of the first person. This one I did not get it. Benefit of the second person. The house is small but it is a rare piece of architecture. One exercise of transformation containing 157. This is only that, no? Saksham? This was only that, no? No? Just send me once again. I haven't got it. And if it is, if you have sent, how come I did not receive it? Just send me once more. I did not see any other transformation sentence. Okay, I'm very sorry. Maybe there is a glitch. Okay. I have sent one exercise of transformation containing 150 sentences. This is not. Can you just send me once more? Okay, maybe there is a glitch or something. Okay. The house is small but it is a rare piece of architecture. Though small, we have to start it with though small. You have written what? Ma'am, though small the house is, it is a rare piece of architecture. Though small is the house, it is a, though small is the house. अच्छा, though के साथ but we are not going to use, Raj, okay? Though small is the house, it is a rare piece of architecture. Okay, Raj. Deepthi has written, though small the house is, it is a rare piece of architecture. Correct. Next, what will we do tomorrow? Tomorrow there is no class. Day after tomorrow. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. Though small it is, the house is a rare piece of architecture. Mayank, this one is also correct. Though small the house is, it is a rare piece of architecture. Perfect. Next, 168. He did not want to work under him anymore. He resigned. You have to join the set. Though small the houses, it is a rare piece of architecture. Mrinal, correct. Though small houses. No, though small the houses. The word we have to use, okay. Though small the houses, it is a rare piece of architecture. Alright. Next, we come to the next question, 168. He did not want to work under him anymore. He resigned. You have to join the sentence with unwilling. See, from here you can practice class 10 joining sentence also. Unwilling to work under him, he resigned. Raj, unwilling to work under him. Any more word nikal gaya na? Don't leave some words, no? Unwilling to work under him anymore. Keep this word also, these two words. Anymore, he resigned. Okay, unwilling to work under him anymore, he resigned. Very good, Saksham. Unwilling to work under him anymore, he therefore, Mayank, therefore word is not required, okay? He resigned. Mrinal, miss, you said that one class you will do class 9 Chief Seattle speech. Okay, Chief Seattle speech. Explanation of Chief Seattle speech or question answers from Chief Seattle speech? Because Chief Seattle speech explanation is there in the channel, okay? You follow that once. If it is not clear, he unwilling to work. No, Nirmal Kumari, he unwilling. He word is not required over here. Okay, unwilling to work under him anymore. He resigned. Nirmal Kumari, I think you are typing the answer over here for the first time. Try to write your answer over here. Okay, यहाँ पे answer लिखो. Okay, so that I can correct your answer. I have seen you are typing it but you are not sending, or you are typing and deleting. Don't worry, whoever is seeing what. Okay, don't worry about that. Just be careful that your answer I can see so that I can correct your mistakes. Abu Ben Adem Mayank. Okay, I saw the explanation. Okay, so Acha, you saw the explanation. Then I'll bring some questions. It is a difficult chapter, I understand, but you can do one thing. When I will keep an explanatory video, like I will keep treasure trove some topics. Okay, you can ask me your doubts in that class. Okay, I'll wait for the doubts. You tell me, or you can even tell me, ma'am, first paragraph, second paragraph, third paragraph could not understand. This page I could not understand. I'll explain that class. Okay, you will see doubt clarification class like that. Okay, you can even tell me 2 pages I could not understand. Okay, first listen to that video. Okay, see which part is not clear at all to you. फिर मुझे बताओ, मैं वही जगह फिर से explain कर दूंगी in the class. Okay, so that will be a doubt clarification class. There you can tell me. I'll write the chapter's name. Okay, doubt clarification class for Chief Seattle. This one, this one, this one. 4 topics at a time. Okay, 1 hour doubt clarification class. Alright, so we will solve the rest of it in the next class, and as I have already told you, that will be better. Okay, as I've already told you, now you have an opportunity completely free of cost. ये question papers आप मुझे भेज सकते हो, जैसे many of you are sending. Maybe there is a slight problem with the network or something, so Saksham, I could not receive yours. In case you can do even one thing, you can share it to me. You have my Telegram channel also. Don't share it in the live in that board prep over here. Okay, don't share it in the slot skill thing. Okay, just share it to me directly. Okay, in the Telegram channel. Okay, you have that number already over there. Okay, and you have to send clear pictures if you want me to discuss that over here, and where you will send reshmimukherjee24@gmail.com. If you find it difficult, you can send it to me in the Telegram also. Okay, not in the group. Okay, separately you can send it to me. I have scored 95 marks in English and ICC 10th because of MOV videos, 95.2. Very good. So I will hope that even in the next exams too, you will score well. Raj has found Abu Ben Adam very easy, very good. Please essay की practice करवाइए. Essay की practice happens, but the problem is in essay I can only give you ideas. Okay, I can only tell you how to write. It will come. Don't worry. Let us prepare some grammar topics. Then we will soon do it. Okay. Thank you so much and good evening to all. And if you have liked it while leaving the class, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends so that I find more motivation to come here with more videos. Okay, and if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and keep the bell button, hit the bell button, because every time there is a live class, you get updates. Okay, so that's all. I believe, I have a faith that आप सब like, share और subscribe करेंगे. Okay. Resend the PDF. Okay, Saksham. Thank you so much. We will meet in the next class then. Okay. Bye bye everybody. Thank you so much.